Wimble Womble, ladies and gentlemen, we are back on The World Is Ended with us, and our ship has passed by without sighting of the monster even once. So it went well, and we almost got kissed. We almost got the big smooch. The big smooch. But we didn't, because I fucked it up, probably. At least I think that's why. Or maybe there was never the chance to smooch, and I was just lured into a false sense of smoochdom, which was slowly crushed and dunked upon by thy smoocher, as I was the smoochie, and I did not get their smooch. I don't know where I was going with that. I should probably just continue. Kun Reiji-kun. I'm woken up by a familiar voice. Upon opening my eyes, I see Owari-san looking down at me. Oh, you're finally up. Morning. He greets me as listlessly as always. This is the third floor of the office. It's, for lack of a better word, the residential area of the office building. There's a bathroom, a shower, and even a washing machine. I can't talk without hiccuping at the minute. Though you need Natsumi-san's permission to use the bathroom and the shower. Behind a few large bookcases here, you'll find part of the building rented by Natsumi-san, otherwise known as a sanctuary. It's a so-called Natsumi Absolute Defense line behind the second bookcase, and it's rumoured that anyone who passes it instantly dies. I don't quite believe that, but this is Natsumi-san we're talking about. I wouldn't put it past to put a curse on you or something. The area space before the bookcase is primarily mine and Iruka-san's nap area, not napped. The big man is sleeping on the upper bunk, snoring loudly. Even his snoring sounds weird. Oh, he doesn't take off his trademark sunglasses even when he's asleep. Is he that embarrassed to show his face? Yuno called. Said she made breakfast. Want to join? Yuno-san and I kept watch between 2 and 4 at night. They were then replaced by Natsumi-san and Iruka-san and went to sleep for real. Combined with the nap from before, I had about 6 hours of sleep, which isn't bad at all, and it made me a bit hungry though, so... Yeah, I'll come down soon. I go to wake up Iruka-san, but Owari-san recommends against it. Let Iruka sleep for a bit longer. He and Natsumi have been on the lookout until sunrise. He has a point. Iruka-san's only been sleeping for about 2 hours. It's too early to wake him. Leaving him and Natsumi-san still in her sanctuary behind the bookcases, Owari-san and I leave the third floor. We go down the stairs to the lounge on the first floor, the dining room social space of the building. The place has a number of unmatched sofas and tables which were probably picked up from a second-hand store. Normally the place would seem disorderly, but for some reason it feels perfectly balanced given fuck me, words. Why words? Difficult words, difficult. Giving the place an air of an old cafe. There we go. Fucked up on the second word. I'm so tired. I think it's because I'm tired. That would make sense, even though it's like this every episode, even when I'm not tired. The room also has a fridge, a simple stove, and a sink, making it perfectly possible to make the basic boiled, fried, and oven-cooked food. The kitchen space is currently occupied by Yuno-san and Asano-san. Hold on, why are you in the kitchen? Owari-san seems completely shocked. Can't you tell? I'm making breakfast, of course. He then whispers, I miscalculated. Excuse me? In regards to what? Huh? Where's Iruka and Natsumi? They didn't come with you? Yeah, I figured I'd let them sleep a bit longer. They're the last shift after all. Oh yeah. Waking up now would be pretty bad. Alright, we'll just make some of them in advance. You two go sit on the sofa, we'll be done soon. She wasn't joking. The food came to us a moment later. French toast, sunny side up fried eggs, wiener. Everyone loves a wiener for breakfast. And orange juice, a well-balanced breakfast indeed. Gotta make sure you have that wiener for breakfast. There's only one problem though. The quality of the 2 plates, the toasts are black, the fried eggs look tragic, and the wieners are basically charred. It's way too obvious who's responsible for those 2. Thank God Natsumi-san isn't here. I can just imagine her saying, Asano, you're such a sounding elder sister. Hold on, why are you two looking at my face like that? She clearly didn't want us to point it out, so she just snapped at us before we could. Yeah, the burnout ones are mine. Got a problem? I don't have a problem, but I have a question. Who's eating these? What risk high reward situation? Only 2 get to eat the good ones. We're all looking at each other's faces. Alright, geez. I'll take responsibility and eat this one. Asano-san takes one of the failed dishes and brings it to herself. Then I'll have the other one, I guess. Yuno-san reaches for the other failure, but Asano-san stops her. No, you eat one of your own you made. Owari or Reiji can eat the other one. Owari-san looks at me. I can almost see words written on his expression. He's saying, Reiji-kun, my boy. You're a part-timer here. You know what you must do, right? Let's go with middle one. Owari-san, once I'm done, gather my remains. Very well, Reiji-kun. For ages to come, your sacrifice will be hailed as a heroic act to save Judgment 7. Considering the incomprehensible situation we're in, I can't allow our leader to collapse. I gather my resolve and prepare to eat this portion for the sake of J7. You owe me one, Owari-san. I glare at him with those words in mind, but it doesn't seem like it's reaching him. He's grinning like he always does. Alright, I'll take Asano-san's cooking this time. I reach for the other failed meal. Reiji, I went out of my way to make that, so act happy about it. What's with that attitude? Well, I know it looks kind of burnt, but still. Oh man, that's my boy for you. I'd never be able to do that. Anyway, I'll have this one. He reaches for the one Yuno-san made. With our choices before us, we start a relatively normal breakfast. However, Owari-san's grin is making me feel the situation is a bit unfair. Owari-san, I chose Asano-san's cooking for J7, not for you. Everyone would be trolled if something happened to you, so I'm making the sacrifice and taking the failed cooking too. What do you call failed cooking? And what do you mean by sacrifice? You're just eating my cooking. Why are you making such a big deal out of it? What the hell? Oh, so you intentionally picked the poison in order to protect me from eating her cooking and collapsing. I see. So you picked her plate for everyone's sake. Don't worry, I'll gather your remains too. You know, what do you mean by everyone's sake? Why are you acting like my cooking would definitely make you collapse? Crap, Asano-san's getting heated. You two are pissing me off. We went out our way to wake up early and make you breakfast. Be more grateful. Oh, but I am. Thanks for the food, you know. It's nothing. I'm glad you like it. I like the way that she voiced that one. That's quite funny. Hey, that hurts. I'm here enjoying Yuno's delicious breakfast. Can you not let me do it in peace? Asano-san threw a punch towards Owari-san. I thought that'd make it cool off a bit, but... You too, Reiji. You call my cooking a failure. Act happy about it. A sacrifice? Seriously? You're getting to eat a girl's handmade food. You're supposed to be thankful. Hey, I did say I'll eat it. What's with this treatment? Calm down, sis. You'll wake up Haruka and Nachan. Yeah, this is good stuff. I would expect less from Yuno's cooking. Such a shame I don't get to taste this, Reiji-kun. Owari-san, you're tempting fate. Anyway, I end up eating all of Asano-san's cooking. The taste, well, it was exactly like you'd expect, like charcoal. However, I later discovered something shocking. I saw it after breakfast when I was helping Yuno-san clear up. Yuno-san, the black pile of something. Oh, those are the failures sis made. No, she said it's for seconds. The food I had to eat was already enough of a failure, but this is even worse. The ingredients used probably regret being bought. Fucking hell, that's... Fuck. You have no chill, Reiji. Fucking hell. I should have known she'd have such a powerful weapon in store. What a fearsome person. Anyway, to prevent any further sacrifices, just take care of the Black Mountain. Jesus Christ. That's some bad cooking. I know people in real life who cook like that, and I'm not saying names, because a person who cooks like that will probably be watching this episode at some point. Probably not this far in, so I can probably say it, but I'm not going to. It's 10 in the morning. Natsumi-san and Haruka-san have woken up and came to the lounge. Owari, fuck me, how did I misread that? Oh my god, I'm so tired. What am I doing? Owari-san waits for them to finish breakfast and speaks up. Anyway, let's talk about what we saw last night. I know nothing serious happened, but you know, just in case. We'll start. Nothing special happened, it was all quiet, at least if you ignore the perv. Her tone is scornful. Oh, so you don't like being the perverted Shiratori, huh? Anyway, Reiji-kun and Yuno, what about you two? Same here. Nothing seemed out of the ordinary. Yeah, it was so quiet that we just talked about lots of things. We also watched the stars. It was tons of fun. Oh, had some fun with my sister, huh, Reiji? I'll be asking you about that, so you better get ready. Asano-san gives me a stern look. I have to give my all to hide what happened back then. We didn't see anything normal either. I think it's safe to say the holy wave surging out of my body kept the monster at bay. We ignore Haruka-san's pointless delusion and just take info that nothing happened on their shift either. Anyway, with that done, I got a suggestion. Listen up. There's no point in staying in this base. We got to go out Asakusa just to get a better grasp of the situation. You want us to fight against the monsters? I refuse. Natsumi-san rejects his suggestion. I'm with her on this one. I don't think we'll ever be able to beat a creature like that. Hey now. I know I can have some wild ideas, but not even I'm thinking of fighting that thing. I just want to investigate Asakusa and get a better look at the RP map phenomenon. You know, to find out how far it goes, if there's any holes or what happened to all the people. I just wanted to look at into that. What do you all think? I see. When you look at it like that, going out seems worth it. For all we know, there might just be holes which we could leave. I also think that's a good idea. We need to check which doors are open too, just in case. But what do we do if we run into the monster? We just have to stay together. Also, it didn't look like it was all that fast. So there's no need to fear as long as I have my super flash dash, huh? Iruka-san proudly puffs his chest. I'm not sure if I can expect something you'd call a super flash dash from someone with that frame. Okay, then let's meet up in front of the base in 10 minutes. Bring something you can use as a weapon. Owari-san concludes the gathering. But I can't think of anything like that. As I turn uneasy, he placed a hand on my shoulder. Alright, then I'll bring something very weapon-like. Hell, it's an actual weapon. If you learn how to use it, the monster will be nothing but to be afraid of. His laugh is devoid of any responsibility or reliability. Hearing it just makes me even more uneasy. Out onto the streets we go. 10 minutes later. We J7 members gather in front of the office building. All of us are holding weapon-like things we found inside. Owari-san has a slightly dirty metal bat, definitely a decent choice. Iruka-san is the most weapon-like thing of all, an airsoft gun. He uses air pressure to fire BB pellets. I don't know how effective it will be against the monsters, but it helps to have ranged means of attack. Okay, interesting thing is, if we were in the world of Persona within Mementos, that'd be fine, because in Mementos that's like a proper gun, but this isn't Mementos, mate, so you're fucked. Natsumi-san has a tennis racket. Seeing me as such an indoor person who holds such a sporty thing is really something. Asano-san, the strongest among us, is holding a frying pan. It's weird how she makes an everyday object look like a lethal weapon. Yuno-san's weapon is a mop. It has range, but I can't expect it to deal much damage. Still, it suits her well, so I like it. As for my weapon... Owari-san, just what is this? Dissatisfied, I look at the one who gave it to me. What do you mean, what? It's clearly a weapon. I dug through the storage room to find it, so I'd appreciate some thanks. Well, yes, it is a weapon, but how am I supposed to use it? How can I not be dissatisfied? I mean, he gave me actual nunchucks. Freaking nunchucks of all weapons. All men revealed brutally. And... You mean Bruce Lee? I get that you can't use them. All men revered brutally and trained to use those, right? You're a few generations behind. This is the first time I've ever held these. I'd have a much easier time using a simple stick. Quit complaining, just try it out. Who knows? Maybe it'll actually do just fine. Asano-san barely cares about this. Oh, I love to see Rage couldn't handle nunchucks. There's not a hint of sarcasm in Yuno-san's tone. She's just genuinely curious, and it makes it hard for me to answer. Reggie, you must not think we feel. When you do, God Lee himself will lend you his strength. Yeah, it's best to just ignore him. Just try them out already. Natsumi-san coldly orders me. Alright, then I will. Just watch me. Please have an animated clip for like the first time. It'd be fucking incredible. I run my memory and do my best to remember how brutally he handled his nunchucks in one of his movies. And so, my first nunchuck swim hits me directly on the back of the head. As I bear the pain, everyone looks at me with disappointment or shock. You're so young, so I expected a bit more from you. You didn't go through the right something godly. Of course you'd end up like that. That's just sad, Reiji. But it's kind of funny, so I guess that's fine. Hey, want my mop instead? No, it's fine. I'll just do my best with this. I rub my head and respectfully refuse. Can't let Yuno-san have such a bad weapon. It'd also be pretty bad if she somehow ends up using it better than me. You put a dent on my honor as a man. Well, avoid those nutty moves and just swing it around. It'd be no joke if you get KO'd by a hit to your own head. Owari-san speaks with a wry grin on his face. Anyway, time to explore Asakusa. Don't let your guard down, people. I'd fucking shut up, my god. Why? Like, I've been trying to mute Discord all morning. And like the one time it pops up is like after I've tried to mute it and it just wouldn't mute. I know we're around, but if monsters from last night show up, avoid fighting, just run away. Anyway, let's go. After that short briefing, we head to Asakusa. And I end the episode here. If you like this video, don't forget to leave a like in the section below. And if you want to see more of this, and do subscribe to the channel below. Or using the channel, I don't remember my outro all of a sudden. Fuck. Anyway, thank you, and I'll see you next time. Toodle pip, good chums.